Hey beautifuls, it's me Benji. Welcome to the Earth Dragon Oracle. That is me. I'd just like to say thank you so much to everybody that's been supporting me lately. I really appreciate it here in the collective. I'm going to be doing a collective reading for all of you today. So if you are here, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know that you're here. Say hi. Don't be shy. Leave a comment. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Obviously, if you want to be part of this community here. Definitely check out the members. There are two tiers where you can get a tarot deck and some oracle decks and stuff. You can definitely go look at that if you are interested. And you get a free bracelet, pretty much, like one of these ones that I blessed myself. I'm just going to burn some Palo Santo for us today to do some energy clearing. So let's just clear the space here and leave that there to burn. And I'm going to ring the bell. So we're going to do whatever falls. You know how I go. Let's ring the bell. All right, I think we're ready to start. I'm going to start with just a couple of these cards. These are like zodiacs and planets, so I feel like that's kind of cool. I don't really know much about it. I just want to draw some to see what energy is going to come through. If you relate to it, let me know. I'm also going to do some timing at the beginning here, so let's just do timing first. We have by the next full moon. Okay, we literally just had a full moon, so this is going to happen within the next month. I think that's actually really interesting. All right, let's get some of these cards going. See what comes out. Let's get 3, 4. Let's get one more. Doesn't want to come out. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, that's our first one there. We have Sagittarius energy. We have Mars energy. Okay, so it seems like maybe conflict. Not from that, but Mars energy could bring a little bit of conflict. We have Leo coming out. We have Pluto and Venus. Okay, so if you know about these energies, let me know in the comments below, because I'm here to work together with people, and like I would love to read the comments. What you believe and what you think. Obviously, these probably have specific meanings. So yeah, I kind of love that, how we're like doing something different here on the channel. And I'm also going to be diving in with my tarot cards first. So let's just do that and see what falls for us today. All right, so our first card is the Four of Cups, the reflection of the heart. So this seems like there is this space where you're kind of like taking time to reflect on a situation, or something here. You're really doing some internal work. You're really reflecting on what your heart wants, what you're truly desiring. I feel like that's kind of what's coming through, reflection of the heart, right? Like there is a sense of like wanting to maybe move away from something, or there is just like this sense of like there has been an offer and you want to, or you don't really know, so you're like reflecting on something. So I feel like there is some sort of offer here, or there is something being reached out to you, and you're kind of just sitting there and you're reflecting on what your heart really wants and what it thinks. We do have next up the Eight of Pentacles, the Master's Work. So this one here is really interesting because I feel like you've been working extremely hard on your craft, like whatever you're working on, and it's really just giving me the sense of like it's coming to fruition, like this is like the master's work. So this is your work. This is the 333. I just saw that. So it's like what you're deeply passionate about, what you're putting your hard work into, and I feel like there's a lot of thought about it going on. So it's interesting. I get a lot of hard work from this, but I also get a sense of like you're thinking about things. You're really just you're almost like looking at the thing that you've created or the things that you're doing, and you're really just like pondering it. That's kind of what I'm getting from that card. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Mother of Earth. So there is a connection to the earth here. So the Queen of Pentacles is, I'm getting maybe it's someone's birthday. Interesting. But I'm also getting the sense of like there is this like almost like this sense of like wanting to spend, but also connecting with nature. It's like giving me that sense, like wanting to spend money to connect to nature. So maybe you want to like go and buy something like bird feed or something like that. It's really interesting. That's such an interesting thing that I'm getting from this card today. But I am really getting that sense of like there's this inspiration to want to be connected to Gaia, and I feel like there is this sense of also like maybe even like monetary things coming back from, it's a 444. So it's like, yeah, you're like giving to Gaia, and I feel like you're spending some of your money that you have, or your abundance, and you're going to put it back into you know, Mother Earth. And I feel like that's actually really beautiful here. Very fairy-like. What else is going to come out today, please? All right, so we have the Five of Wands coming out, and the Five of Wands is giving that sense of there is like a group of people here, and they're doing some sort of magic on you. Which, interestingly enough, this is a collective vibe. So there is a group of people here, and they're like discussing you. I'm getting they're doing magic. They're like coming up with some sort of strategy. There is a strategic plan being created, and they're using entities. So these two things up here, like they're not like fairies, but they're like kind of like demonic fairies, or like, you know, they're like dark entities. And these people here around this table are scheming and plotting against you, and they're trying to use these entities to try to like do something to you or cause you something. I don't know what exactly, but it could just be like creating paranormal activity in your home or just around you. And maybe if you're getting like bangs from your roof, but there's nothing up there, like, you know, that kind of stuff. I feel like there is some sort of strategy here from this group of people. So for the collective Earth Angel Chosen One vibes, we're still getting, these people are still, you know, still plotting and scheming behind the scenes, which is really interesting because I thought they would have stopped by now, but they don't seem to learn. And they're coming for the Fairy of Joy, the sun. Okay, so you're the sun. Obviously, we all know that you're the sun, Chosen One. And this card is really interesting because it like kind of looks like me. But other than that, it's so funny. This is really interesting. They're coming for the sun. They want your light. They want what you have. And they're trying to put you into this place of, you know, darkness. And I don't think it's going to work. I feel like it's just like at this point, I feel like this stuff that they're trying to do is, it's not even reaching you at this point. You know, like it's not even reaching you at this point. Like that's what I'm getting from this next card, the Adventure Calls. Like you're just moving on with your stuff. You know, look at this card. You're so excited for life. You're so excited for that adventure and being called to it. So this is the Page of Wands. It is definitely like that sense of like there is an adventure coming for you. I think it's really beautiful, actually. So for the sun there, the sun comes out. There's a lot of joyful happiness coming from that. Like, you're not in a bad space. As much as this group of people here is trying to, like, do stuff to you, it's not even penetrating your energy field anymore. Like, that's really what it's saying. Like, I feel like you're fully protected at this point. Like, something happened. The divine is protecting you fully. It's really beautiful, actually. I love the idea of that. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Steadfast Guardian. Yeah, exactly. I kind of figured that this is like entities protecting you. So maybe this is also giving me the sense of like ancestors, like very magical kind of stuff. And it's there. It's protecting you. It's like this dragon, maybe Gaia, Earth Dragon, the dragons. There are lots of different dragon energies. And I feel like these things are protecting you. So is that something? Is your ancestors a dragon? It's really giving me that sense of like these like non-human entities that are, you know, kind of like there and they're helping you energetically and stuff. They seem to be like part of your ancestral like heritage, so you're very connected to these energies. Okay, so you're very connected to Gaia, like the void dragon, the earth dragon, the fire dragon, the water dragon, and the air dragon. And there's probably like many other dragons too. So it's just giving me like the dragons are really prominent here, and they're very much very, very connected to you. And then we have the Seven of Cups, the realm of dreams. So this is really interesting here. So this one here is like there is an illusion. But I feel like you're working through all of this stuff and you're really just focusing on those things that you want in your life. You know, like this one here is normally that one where the dude's like looking up at all the cups, and then there's one with the illusion in the middle. So the realm of dreams here is basically what's happening. I love this card so much, so majestic. And like that dragon behind here, that dragon is ultimately helping you guide what you want. And then we have all the, like, you know, the stuff on the table. So you're looking at all the cups on the table, and it's the thing is that you just, you know, you're protected. Like this card's really giving protection. Like the illusion is not going to pop in anymore. At least that's what it seems from these cards, that the illusion is kind of disappearing. And you're much better at discerning those illusions. So you're very much in the realm of dreams, and you can like really focus on your dreams and not worry too much. We do have the Queen of Wands, the Radiant Visionary. Okay, so I'm basically just reading these as in like it's just for like whoever's watching today. I'm not reading like any feminine or masculine energies today. It just seems like this could be for anyone that is a chosen one. You're ultimately like going to this place of like becoming that radiant visionary. You know, the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, so like this is a very confident kind of energy. Very confident and very just assertive, but not dominant. It's very much like bringing in abundance for you. I feel like this is like very much Gaia, like Mother Earth abundance. So I'm definitely getting that sense of like you're figuring out something here, and it is something that is like it's almost like light magic. Like, you know, I feel like when you tend to Gaia or nature, then abundance flows for you. So it's like one of those things that I think you've started to realize that you've tried everything, right? Like maybe you've tried all these different things, and you've tried giving to other people, you've tried to giving to like this and that, and like it gives me animals, like looking after animals, looking after the earth. And I feel like when you do that out of your own like joyfully like happy place and just giving freely, it really brings in like the this here. So like a lot of directness, the dragon's flight. It makes you take off like, you know, you're the dragon and you're taking flight, you know, and it's very majestic here. So that's the chariot. So moving very direct. So yeah, tending to Gaia is what kind of brings in your abundance. I kind of love that for our collective here. And we have the Nine of Swords, the weight of worry. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords with the weight of worry here, and this one is giving that sense of like, there is the like, you know, like maybe there's some like doubt or worry about the future, or even just like the things that you're doing currently. Um, it's giving the sense of like you are almost like bound by like a lot of things that have gone on in the past. So you're kind of worried, you know, you don't want those things to happen again. But I feel like you're breaking free from this kind of sense because we have the Two of Wands. There is this choice to make here, okay? You have a choice to make, and it's a very quick decision. It's the path of potential, okay? So you can choose this pathway to potential and go into the light, or you can go backwards and go into the darkness. That's ultimately what it is here. So it's a crossroads. There's currently a crossroads going on for you. And we have the Five of Cups, the path of healing. So yeah, we're moving down to the path of healing, moving away from things that no longer serve you anymore, just continuing on doing those things, discerning things that come into your life that just don't serve you. And I think it's like a forever thing at this point. You know, I was getting a little frustrated at myself that I was like, keep having moving away from things. But I feel like once you get to a certain point, you just like discern that something's not good for you, so you just don't go back to it. So I'm ultimately getting that. You're very much going down this path of healing and figuring things out for you. And let's just take these cards here that came out. We have the Queen of Cups, the nurture of the heart. So you're very much going down a path of healing here, and you're really trying to nurture your heart and get to a place of inner peace. The Queen of Cups is a really beautiful card. You have like this little dragon that you're, you know, looking after here. So it could represent like maybe getting an animal, or already having an animal, looking after animals, or, you know, like being nurturing towards little animals. So I think I love that. And it's almost like if when you do this, you're nurturing your heart and you fill yourself with like peace and a joy. I love that. Oh my god, I love this reading. Let me know if you love this reading today. Obviously, I won't do these readings every single day. I will use normal tarot cards. It's just, my cards just tell a different story, and they're so beautiful and I love them. And it's more what I embody and what this channel embodies and what I've been getting through normal tarot cards, which is interesting. So I made my own set so that it can channel through here. So I hope you like them. And obviously, check out the members if you would like to buy this deck. 1414 just came up right as I said that. The Knight of Swords, the Swift Avenger. Wow, that's kind of epic. So it's kind of giving me that sense of you've been through a lot. The battle's been very long, and I feel like there is this sense of once you get back to like this balanced place, or once you start nurturing your heart a bit more, you will have the strength to avenge whatever's happened, which is really interesting. I don't see it as revenge, I see it as avenging, not revenging. So it's ultimately like you'll be standing up for yourself. You'll be doing the things that you got to do that are like in line with the authentic truth, which ultimately I think with this sense of like the Swift Avenger, it's really giving me the sense of going on a pursuit of finding the truth and really, really getting the ultimate truth here, because the Page of Swords has come out after this, which is the Seeker of Truth. So you're really on this journey of finding the ultimate truth here. You're like very majestic. You're ready to learn, you're keen, and you're in a beautiful place. I feel like that's what I mean. You're in a beautiful place, and you're here to basically take on that. It's almost like a burden at this point, but it's not. It's like you're very okay with doing it, so it's not like a burden at all. It's more like a sword than a wand, if that makes sense. And then we have the Four of Wands, the Sanctuary of Joy. Okay, so I feel like this is the place that you're heading to. The Four of Wands is 1111. It's like that portal. So this truth that you're finding out and the seeking of truth and just all of this healing and beautifulness and the fact that like these people can't even hurt you or harm you anymore energetically, you're just heading towards this place of beauty and opulence, and I love that for you. So abundance is on the way for everybody. That's kind of what I'm getting from this collective. If you keep down this path, definitely go into nature. I'd say that like every day at this point, go and like appreciate it and give back, like maybe buy a loaf of bread or something and feed the ducks, or get some birdseed, or you could just put your food scraps in a garden and let the birds eat it or whatever, if it's okay for the birds. Always check if you can feed the birds and stuff a certain food and all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. But it's definitely giving that, right? Like there is this sanctuary of joy forming around you, and that is beautiful. We do have the Two of Pentacles, the Juggler's Dance. So this is all about keeping everything in balance. Let me show you the Four of Wands. I don't know if I showed you, but that's a beautiful place to be in, right? I love that. So I'm getting like a lot of nature here. And so this one here is keeping everything in balance. So like your emotions, your physical health, it's keeping your spiritual health in check. So this is basically doing protections, maybe wearing an evil eye or two, or some crystals, salt baths, or soap. Soap works really well. Like I have to say, if you want to do that, get melt and pour soap. You can buy it in big chunks from like supplier places that do soap. And then you just get like your fragrances and some mica and whatever else you want to put in them, and then get pink Himalayan salt, and then just look up online and see how much salt you can put in a soap, basically, and it will tell you. And then just make some salt soap. It works so good because I've been using it myself, and honestly, it makes me feel so clean and fresh, and it doesn't make me go dry or anything like that. It actually it makes me feel really good. Like it clears out a lot of energy that's not supposed to be around you. So that's something that I'm getting from this one. Is just keep in balance, transmute energy too. So like, it seems like you're not going to have to do as much of this like intensive transmuting of energy as such. I feel like the full moon or the eclipse really has kind of solidified a lot of karma for these people. And these people are only going to fall at this point because even now after the eclipse and the full moon, they're still doing this stuff, okay? They probably spent the whole entire eclipse and full moon trying to send you harm and trying to wipe you out. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting, is like they're trying to wipe you out in a way that they're just so afraid of you. They're so envious of your gifts. And that one card really gives me that, And I'm glad that only one card came out. We're not really focusing on this group of people, but because I've got so many readings about it and what they want to do to you and what they've been doing and like everything. But this is more about you, chosen one, okay? This is about your journey. It's not about them anymore. They are irrelevant, and they are going to fall from grace, and they are falling from grace. Their karma has been sealed. So that's what I get from this, because you're heading towards this place where they were in and what they took from you, okay? So this is the Fairy Sanctuary, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is ultimately realizing that Gaia is your thing. Okay, Gaia is your thing. The Earth Dragon is there sitting beside you, and you're in nature and you're embracing it. Okay, like you're not even doing much. You're just eating lunch or having a snack, or just embracing Gaia to the fullest. So I feel like there is a sense of there is a butterfly on here, so that's a beautiful sign as well. Let's just get two more. Okay, beautiful. Three of Pentacles, the Sacred Craft. Okay, so you're really working on whatever you are good at. So if you're good at channeling messages, if you're good at tarot, if you're good at, like just whatever gift you have, healing, Reiki, there's so many, all the different voyances, just whatever you're doing, you're literally working together with other people to help develop these things. So the Three of Pentacles gives that sense of working together with others to help build abundance. So if you have like a certain skill or something, then like you could be open to helping someone, like, you know, provide them with like knowledge. So I wouldn't say do it for free, because this is not what it's about. This is about like an equal opportunity thing. It seems like this collective needs to be working together, and, you know, like maybe there's artists, maybe you're really good at drawing, maybe there's this and that. It gives a sense of like doing it properly and coming up with like a good way of working together in a collaboration, so that maybe you don't have to like pay someone to do something. Instead, you can both work together and then create something and come up with like a perfect split, like maybe 50-50 split or whatever it is. It's really giving that sense of working together and being in this kind of sense of like creating abundance. Because this next card that came out is abundance, okay? So creating abundance. The King of Pentacles. You have the Earth Dragon's blessing, okay, to do this. It is now time for you to really put your dreams into action and to really move forward. So whether you're you know, an artist, like what if like someone knows how to make tarot cards? As an example, I know how to make tarot cards. I can do this. Yeah, I don't know how to draw. So it's giving me that sense of like I have the knowledge of the technology and all that kind of stuff, and like the smarts to like print it all out. And I know a lot of people can just do this themselves, but like working together in that sense, like you could ultimately get like 5 cards per person. So then you could go to 5, like all the different artists, split it all up into 5 different sections or whatever it is. And then you could like go and ask certain artists to draw these parts of the deck. And like that would be such an amusing deck, right? Like made out of like literal everyone's art from the collective. And anyway, it's just, that's just like an example. Obviously, it doesn't have to be that, but it's definitely, you have the dragon's blessing to do these things. You have the blessing right now to do it. It is now time for you to pour your heart and soul into what you want, you know, your dreams. And it's all about working with others. So it's working with people that are like-minded and also, you know, that are in a beautiful space too. So yeah, new beginning. New beginnings, my friends. This is the Death card. It's a very interesting card to look at. It's basically giving that sense of like the fire is in his hands and he's like a fallen angel or something, but he's actually rebirthing into like a, you know, into a beautiful, like the rising like the phoenix, right? Like he looks like a fallen angel, but he's not. He's actually like an earth angel, but he's like in this darker place, but he's rebirthing into this, like this flame is rebirthing him, like a rising like the phoenix. So I kind of love that. And there is this look of, you know, a little bit of a look of like, you know, like being a little bit determined, but also a little bit worried. So I was getting like that before from that weight of worry. So there is a little bit of worry here, but like I feel like it's a beautiful time for you to really expand. I'll do one last card. Okay, yeah. So there is going to be people that are going to try to stop you or try to knock you off your position. But as we can tell from back here in this one, these people are only ever going to have it backfiring on them now at this point. So if you're doing like your protections, you're doing all that stuff, you've asked your ancestors to protect you, now I feel like everything is pretty solidified for the karma. Anyone that basically tries to come for you at this point is going to be met with like, you know, your ancestors or your, you know, your guides or basically divine intervention. So it's one of those things that is really interesting here. It's very powerful, and I'm not making that up. It's the guardian stand. You're literally on the top of this tree and everyone else is trying to climb up, but they can't make it to the top. You know, like it's giving me that sense of like they can't make it up there to knock you off. And you're just like in this place, like you've solidified your destiny in place, and it's now time to move forward at full force. You know? I'm like, I want to do one more card. Alright, we have the Three of Wands. The journey unfolds. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that's a beautiful reading today. So we have by the next full moon. So this kind of energy is going to come through for you. You know, you're going to really start progressing and start moving forward by the next full moon. Obviously, time is fluid, but these cards are alchemy timing cards. So I would probably just see that as like a good one. It could be any time between right now and the next full moon. So that's very fluid, right? I am going to just grab... I'll grab like one more card, right? Yeah, let's do that. I'll get 3 fairy cards, 2 4 4 4. Love that. 3 fairy cards and see what it says. We have Inner Child, we have Manifestation, and we have Wisdom. Alright, so these are our 3 oracle cards for today. We have the Fairies of Playfulness, remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Love that. We have Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. Beautiful. Now is the time. And we have Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. I love it. I did. I called on my inner fairy wisdom to make this tarot deck because it's channeled from the fairies, the dragons, Gaia, and the shadows. Obviously, the shadows and the light, because obviously we needed a little bit of shadows in here to tell what's going on with these groups of people and like if it comes out, you know? So this is a very balanced deck. I really love it. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This is your reading today. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know, please. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you. No, I'm just joking. I don't beg anyone for anything. But honestly, I would love, maybe I am begging at this point. I would love to hear what you think about these cards. Okay? Let me know if you love them. If you don't love them, let me know too. I'm open to it. I'm not going to be mad if you say you don't like them, okay? So just be in your authentic truth here on my channel and we'll get along. It doesn't matter if you don't like something or you do. I'm open to listening and I love to hear people's opinions. Remember, this is a safe space. Take care, everybody. Love you all unconditionally. Some healing for you. And I'll see you all next time in another one. Take care. Bye-bye.